watch Love is Blind. I'm getting more entertained with that.
I'm not mad at you.
Not
I'm
gonna
not mad at you at all.
lie. Not going to lie.
That completely makes sense. But we are here for another episode of Where's the Remote? I am your host, Steven, and I'm joined here by my amazing co-host, Régine. How you doing?
Ding,
How's
ding.
life?
Life
How are
is
you?
life. Life is life. I'm still in Atlanta. I've been here for 2 weeks.
Well,
Going on my 3rd. I'm ready to go home to my
I
things.
do not blame you because, home is your sanctuary.
It really
Oh.
is. Like, you really I guess for me, 'cause I live with my mom until I live with my mom, and then I moved in with Scotty. So,
You never
yeah.
had that solo experience.
Yes, yes, yes. But, like, me, because Scotty works so much and stuff like that, like, I'm always home by myself. So, like, I do have my own space in my home, even though I don't pay the bills there, but in my home. So,
Listen, you do everything else that is necessary.
I I'm there.
That's necessary.
Exactly. And so, my home is missing me, and I need to go back. So, there's that.
I feel you 1,000%. As someone who's primarily been on their own for the
Yeah,
last, what's this, 12 years? Yeah, my home is every home that I've had has been like my
yeah.
sanctuary. Like I remember I was at my parents' house we had a funeral, and then
Mhm.
my dad was like, "Oh, like you don't have to commute all the way back home. Like
Yeah.
you should stay for the night."
I will
I'm
take that commute.
I'm going home. I
Yeah.
like my peace and I'm I've been trying not to vent about this on social media in general. The thing about, and not all Aquarians are like this, so
Yeah.
I would just specify maybe just me. Like
Yeah.
I am a 100% authentic, natural introvert. So
Mhm.
it's like, and I'm not the introvert where it's like I have social anxiety. I
Yeah.
do have it to a certain extent, but I'm
Just
an
enjoy your
introvert.
own space
Exactly.
for yourself. I am that way too as well. I am that too as
Yes.
well.
Yes.
I didn't notice that either. I didn't notice that either until, like, recently. Like, even though, like, I have an older sister, we're 12 years apart. So, like, when she graduated high school, I was graduating kindergarten. So, I literally grew up by myself, and so I was home a lot by myself, and so, like, now that I'm with a man, I'm with all day, I'm like, "Listen, I need my space. I need my space. I need to be
Yeah.
in my own skin. I don't need you to be in my skin. I need to be in my own." So, like, I relate to that.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I have some friends that kind of like struggle with me in terms of like how I operate of like, yo, we don't see you, we don't hear from you. I'm like, I'm alive.
I'm doing great.
I'm doing spectacular, actually. Like,
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yeah.
fine. But and then it's like the whole back and forth of like you do need human
No,
connection,
you
but
do.
at the same
It's
time,
important. It's really
it's
important.
really important. But then at the same time, it's like I have so much fun just doing what I
Whatever
want
you
and
want.
not
Yeah.
having to hear
No
anybody's opinion.
commentary. Yep. Yep. Yeah. That's literally why I spent my birthday by myself and my phone was on do not disturb. Again, my time, my day. I don't care about the rest of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting dilemma. Well, it's not really, it's a dilemma for y'all. I'm having the time of
We're
my
living
life.
great.
I'm having the time of my life. But we are here to something that I'm not having my time of life with. React to the latest episode of Amazon Prime's Cross. If you are here from our previous episode where we covered Hijack, we mentioned a bunch of things, it being Black History Month, the importance of Black leads in TV shows, and how unfortunate it is that we have another Black lead in a TV show, which, he's not a drug dealer, he's not a kingpin. While we enjoyed season one, season two has been kind of rocky to say the least. So, which I'm very surprised because I didn't hate the first three episodes, but
They put it all in there, huh?
yo, like,
I literally
wow.
was like, what am I really, how did we get here? How did we
I
even
was
get here? Yeah.
dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what the entire fuck?
Yeah.
Like, granted, you like the show, you like season one more than I
Mhm.
did,
I really liked it.
but I was genuinely surprised about what
The
transpired
drop
in
off.
episode 4. Even like I said, see the first 3 episodes were like, "Oh, okay, this is on the same sort of level that I had season 1 with." They was doing
Mhm.
that a little bit more
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
were doing the multiple location thing, but I was like, ain't the worst thing in the world. But this
Yeah.
one episode, yeah.
They're pushing a narrative. All right.
Yeah, we don't even want to get there. Well, give a recap of what happened in the episode. Regime may have more points to make than I would because I literally only have 3.
Oh, dang. I got
It was
more.
yeah, I
Okay.
was wow. Yeah, Regine will give her immediate reactions, I'll give mine, then we'll end off with the final ratings and get the fuck up out of here. Cause wow. Wow. I don't think we've ever recorded because for the audience awareness, like we sometimes we record multiple episodes at a time. I
Mhm.
don't think we've ever recorded this. We had a recording session where we both dislike both shows or multiple
Yeah.
shows that we were covering. Like
Yeah.
usually it's like, oh, this one wasn't that bad, but then we have something to pick up the
That
energy.
we really, really like. Yeah,
The
no.
energy is not going to be picked up here. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. So
We won't be yapping. That's how you know if we like
hopefully,
something or not. We will yap a lot if we really, really like it. If we don't, it'd be like, mm-mm.
hopefully my brain cells start stimulating me in a way where I have mad funny shit to say. Otherwise, I'm butchering this shit. But we'll see what happens. So let's jump into this. Episode 4 of Cross, Season 2, titled Harden. Alex Cross and Kayla Gregg continue dealing with the fallout from the previous episode, both professionally and personally. After Agent Larson's death, and Craig argued to Boyd that Lincoln Esteban acted in self defense, while Boyd stonewalls them pending an investigation. Meanwhile, a Department of Labor raid uncovers one of Lance Duran's factories using child laborers, tightening the net around the Crestbrook Industries conspiracy. Also takes in Berto, a young undocumented boy rescued from Texas, welcoming him into his home. A cold case lead connects to a Florida casino, sending Cross and Craig south, where they spot Rebecca on the surveillance cameras, but she slips away before they can grab her. On the romantic front, Cross and Craig sober their time around, acknowledge their feelings, and sleep together again, raising questions about where their relationship is headed. On the darker side of things, Barbie Trey unearths damning classified footage showing Craig presiding over a disturbing military experiment tied to Operation Bad Religion, casting a shadow over her past. The episode ends tragically when Lincoln, knowing his presence endangers Rebecca, takes the gun from her and shoots himself, leaving Cross and Craig to find his body when they finally reach the hotel room. What were your immediate thoughts?
Okay, so again, I think last week I said the first 3 episodes reminded me of like a true crime type of TV show. I can't even think of the names, all the ones that I named last week, but all of those, right?
Mhm.
This week, I feel like I was watching Queen of the South or something. And also it was just like nothing happened. Again, nothing really happened in this episode. But what did happen was those love stories. Those love stories were so heavy. Okay, cool. We got the Cross and Craig love story. Hate that. You're pushing that. It's like, what's natural about this? Nothing other than that they're together all the time. That's the only chemistry they have together. And then you're pushing this whole this was a crazy one. This whole she's my savior. She's my goddess. I have a tattoo. I pray to her. I have a tattoo of her. I meet her and we're in love, but she's also in love with me because I love her. Don't know that. I understand that point of it all, but now we're together and now it's Romeo and Juliet. That was the only thing that happened in this episode was all of these love stories. It's like, that's not what I came here for. I came here for the crime. So let's get to the crime. Yeah. Nothing happened. Again, another one, I'm like, "Rewind. What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss?"
This is
Nothing.
bad. This is really bad. I'm completely dumbfounded. I'm not sure. I'm assuming both are like based off of books. I don't know where they're pulling the storylines from. I'm assuming
Oh, but
I think Cross and Hijack are based off of novels. So I don't know if they're pulling these storylines directly from the source material and doing a one-to-one adaptation. I don't know if they're, freestyling a little bit. I have no idea. I don't care to look it up. Regardless of whether it's original content or they're doing one-to-one adaptation, I hate it.
yeah,
I hate it.
they're
It's
boring.
not good. It's not compelling. Now it feels sped up. Um, Especially because you dropped the first 3 episodes in the first week, and so it's like I don't know. It's just all weird. It
Why
doesn't
would they
flow
drop 3
well.
episodes and then just give us
I
one,
have no
like,
idea.
I don't
I have
like
no
that.
I have
That
no
was that
idea.
was
I have no idea. But regardless if it I probably would have hated it more if it was week to week, because then it's like,
oh,
you
it
f
wouldn't have lasted.
yeah, I'm like, "Why are y'all
Yeah,
forcing me to watch this filth?"
yeah.
And it's funny how the things that I mentioned that I found compelling in the first 3 episodes, like the drama,
Mhm.
all of that was gone in this episode. Obviously, with Cross, on this high speed chase sort of thing across the country, he's not spending his time with Elle, and that's where the energy is at. Like,
Oh, yeah,
so
that was a big note of yours, huh?
yeah, like that's where the energy is. That's where you're seeing the real compelling storylines.
Yes,
Like
like,
it's
that
between
love
them.
story, like, okay, cool, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and even if it
Yeah,
wasn't a love story, even if they were like coworkers or whatever the
yeah.
case, and like working together, like their chemistry as a duo
Mhm.
was way more compelling than everything else that was going on.
Yeah.
Even John and his trying to figure out his mom's situation. They give that shit like 2 scenes. They gave it like 2 scenes.
It was very little.
I'm like, "What are y'all doing?"
It
Like,
was very little.
y'all basically the episode was dedicated to Luz
Love.
and Gustavo. Like, they probably got more screen time than anybody, and I was like,
Mhm.
"Hated it,
Mhm.
hated it." It was
Mhm.
weird, it was way too fast,
Mhm.
didn't make sense in any sort of capacity. Cool, he's obsessed with you, and he sees you as a specific figure because he's undocumented or whatever, and
Yeah.
you're cool, I could get that. Well, it makes no sense that you're now caught up with him and, like, you love him too, and you're gonna do this and that, and I'm like, "Brother, give me a break." Like, I hated it. I only have 3 notes.
Propaganda. This is
It's hard. I
propaganda.
didn't even touch on the whole interracial thing that I said as a joke a few weeks ago on whatever else that we were watching, and now it's, like, absurdly rampant, because it popped into my head, which I don't even know if I should say this, but Imma say it anyway because I don't
Oh
care.
god.
Um, that scene where Cross is at the bar having a drink and then Kayla pulls up, and then they have, like, a brief awkward conversation, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go upstairs to go do some research or whatever," and then she's like, "Oh, yeah, go get him, Tiger." I was like, that is probably the whitest line I've ever heard in TV history.
We didn't need that.
Like, what are we
We didn't
doing?
need that. We didn't
What
need
are
that.
we
Like, what was the purpose? To make it more lighthearted? I don't know.
That was bad, that was bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, my only 3 notes. The whole child labor, undocumented individual storyline is very triggering for me
Mhm. It is. It's really
because
sad.
this is yeah,
It's
it's
really
real life.
sad.
It's real life. We
Mhm.
brought it up in the last recording of, seeing them in the concentration camp or refugee camp in the other episode, and so seeing them actually at work and, having to
Gotta
lie
run
about
for
their
their
age.
lives and
Yeah.
stuff and hide. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and, the separation between Umberto and his sister, and, that was, very triggering for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both said it, but this whole I wasn't expecting to lose Gustavo link up, and I definitely didn't want it, and disgusted. And then even more of a yuck when Cross and Kayla go and have sex again, and it's like,
It just seems like kinda part of the storyline here. It seems like it's just sex for them because I don't
I
know.
don't think so. I think it's sex for her, but I think he has like somewhat genuine feelings. But I
Mhm.
also feel like he's being toxic because he really loves Elle. But
Yeah.
because he can't have Elle, he's doing this.
It's just given I'm just trying to fuck
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
just trying to get his wee wee wet. Like,
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
I can't.
Even
I can't.
even the conversations are not like, "Ooh, I like this about you. I like that." It's just like the
Doing this
sex
out of convenience.
the sex was good. We traveling together. We might as well.
I'm a damaged individual, you're a damaged individual. We can't be in healthy relationships with other people, so may as well you scratch my back, I scratch yours. And it's
Yep.
like, I guess, bro. Like,
Yep. Yep.
I can't. Like, it's bad. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
that's all I have. Like,
Okay.
literally nothing happened.
No, nothing happened, but this is a couple of notes that I have from what I did watch. So let's start with Her name is Rebecca Luz. I don't know her name.
I
It's
think her
actually
real name is Rebecca, but I think she goes by Luz. I don't know. It doesn't even matter.
it's confusing me. I'm like, the Teresa from Queen of the South. That's what she remind me of. Anyway, the plan that she gave to Lincoln about her trying to fly him out and do all this stuff, I knew then how it would the love story was gonna end because you cannot give somebody who's on the run a life of a luxury. Cameras are everywhere, and
Right.
that's how he was found, so stupid. Now with the mama and what's the man name? The
Donnie?
friend.
Donnie?
No, the black man.
Oh, John.
Yes, him and his mom. So, when they went to the other place to figure out who TK was, I think TK is gonna be like his sibling or something because she didn't wanna give him up.
Mm, like a half brother or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be something like that because one, when they pulled up on that guy, he was like, "I never knew LaDonna to be a mom." He like, "She's not." And then he cut up to the next one, and it's just like, "Why won't she give up TK?" In my head, first thing, who would you never give up, mama? Your son.
Your kids.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So that's what I think that is. I already talked about that weird stuff, the goddess tattoo. Wow, that was a lot. Now, the whole thing with Craig and this bad religion thing, so is bad religion an experiment or is it a cult? It's
I
kinda
think
confusing me now.
yeah, I think it's more like a yeah, I think it's more like an experiment of like
Yeah,
mind control sort of thing going
yeah,
on, which
yeah.
very like sci-fi-ish. Like I don't know why you would
Yeah,
have
how did that
that.
happen, right? How
Yeah.
did that happen? Don't know. But crazy that Bobby Trey found that. It's like but also, what's the point of Bobby Trey's character at this point, other than him, the do boy? That's kinda what he is a do boy.
Right. And then it's like, how would he be able to use that against her? Like, is he gonna buy his freedom? Like, he's still supposed to be locked up. Like, there's no way you could just let him go free of charge.
Yeah.
What else you got? What else you got?
And my last thing, her knowing everybody, Rebecca Luce, knowing everybody at the casino, I thought that was very, very interesting. Well, maybe she's been luring people and stuff there,
I wouldn't even say that. I think she's so well, they said, like, she's been going there for at least, like, a year or 2
like
years
2
or whatever.
years, yeah.
So she probably got used to all the staff, probably tips them often
Yeah,
as she maneuvers around and doing whatever, so they kinda, like, protect her. Because,
yeah.
again, they have, like, this, she's like this well, maybe not to those employees, but the idea is, like, she's this godlike figure,
Mhm.
and so these are her disciples per se of, like, supporting her, even though they may not necessarily support her in the same way, Lincoln was,
Yeah,
but I could see why of like, "Oh, here's this person who actually cares about us, like, we're not just, serving her or whatever, like, she,
yeah,
genuinely cares about who we are as individuals." So,
yeah,
I guess, I don't
yeah,
know,
yeah.
this shit
That's
ass.
all I got, though.
Yeah, this shit ass. And the funny thing is about the Cross and Kayla thing, because they obviously are doing press.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what platform this was on, but I think it was a black journalist, like a black female journalist that was, like,
Mhm.
questioning him, like, "Yo, like, how you was with Elle season 1, now you out here with Kayla season
I love
2,"
that for real.
and he was basically saying, like, "Look, like, I'm just an actor, like, whatever they write, I just do."
I just
So
do
it's
it.
I I
Wow.
get it, but it's also like, bruh, I don't know, and maybe, I don't know how his life is set up. I don't know what his careers look like, he may not feel like he's in a position where he could say like, "Oh, no, I actually don't like this angle. We should go in a different approach." Like, I feel like people like Idris could do that,
Yeah,
Pedro Pascal,
yeah, you have
like,
to have a name. I guess he's
yeah, I
still
don't
building
think
it up.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't really know if he's ever been in a lead role before. Every time that I've seen Aldis, he's always in a supporting role,
I'm trying to
whether
think.
it's film or TV. He's always in a supporting
Was
role.
he in, that show that I really like with, my girl, Journey Smollett?
Oh, yes, I know what show you're talking about. I've never watched it, but I know what show you're talking about.
I wanna say Plantation, but that's not it.
That's the show based on
It was
slavery?
really yes, it was really, really good. It
I
was really,
can't do
really
that
good.
kinda content, but
It
I
wasn't
imagine
really like I get it, 'cause, who wants to know about the slaves, but it really wasn't even about that. It was something to me, it was a little bit better than that. Dang,
Okay.
what was that show called?
But even then, I don't know if I would necessarily consider him the lead because
No, I think Journey was. Journey
yeah,
was. I mean, he was like what you call those? Co-lead?
support. I would,
Supporting actor.
yeah, I would
Yeah, he's
always,
definitely a supporting, I would
yeah.
say.
So I could imagine him being in a tough
Underground, that's what
situation.
it was called.
Yeah, I can imagine him being in a tough situation of like, you know what, this is a nice little Amazon check. I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and do my job because
Right. The
people
check
got
too clear.
yeah, like people got families to support or whatever. So I get it. I get it. It's unfortunate because it's like this is someone's art. They put hard work into it, and like
Yeah.
you want it to be celebrated. And then if you go online and then you see how people respond, it's kind of like,
That's that's one thing about being a critic, man. I understand. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Like I get that. Like I get
yeah,
that. I get that. But unfortunately, constructive criticism is a thing for a reason.
yeah, yeah,
And I think that's
yeah.
what we do. We're not just critiquing you. We're just saying you could do better than this.
Yeah, and it's always and a lot of times the actors and actresses are the ones that get the flock, but it's
Yeah.
like
'Cause you don't think
they're
'cause
just
they're the face.
performing.
They're the face. They're the face.
There's writers,
Yeah.
there's directors, showrunners, like,
Yeah.
they sort of dictate the direction things go. Then
Yeah.
you also especially for stuff that's adapted from original content, a lot of times they'll bring them
Mhm.
in as a consultant, and they have, like, a lot of power with that as well. We see that with George R. R. Martin, we've seen that with, unfortunately, J.K. Rowling in the past, like, these are people, if they're
Mhm.
responsible for certain things, like, they'll also play a factor, so it's unfortunate, but, just like we said, we gotta be honest. Gotta be honest. Gotta be honest. In terms of ratings, this episode was,
Mm.
I guess, slightly better than I guess it's slightly better than Hijack because this is only episode 4 and there's still 4 more episodes to go.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
I have to give it a 2.
Okay. I'll give it 3.5. I didn't hate it. I see where they're going. Was I bored? Yes, but again, I do have to give that point 5 for me viewing it. So
Yeah. Nah,
I that's the only thing. It
yeah.
wasn't a 2 per se. I feel like 2 is like, "Damn, can't believe I watched that shit." Guess that's how you feel. Never mind.
I gotta put that up on social of like how we dictate our ratings.
I know. And we gotta stay true to it though.
That's why I gave it a 2. I feel what I said before, I think 2 is like it's not good, but it's also not bad. It's not like
Yeah,
unwatchable. Like I can't say it
yeah.
was unwatchable. There were definitely moments where it's unwatchable. Like seeing Kayla and Cross again, unwatchable. Seeing the Luz and
Yeah,
Lincoln love thing,
don't need that.
unwatchable. But
Yeah.
everything else was kind of like, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what's a 3?
3 is like this was good, but it could have been better.
Oh.
Like this was good, but it could have been
Okay,
better.
so give me a
Or
2.5. So give me a 2.5 then. Give me a 2.5 then. Give me a 2.5. 'Cause for me, a 3 is still bad.
because
It's
3
like
3 is in the middle because you have
it's like
1, 2, and then
okay, so
4,
yeah,
5.
give me a 2.5, but for me, how I look at it is like 5 is like, "I love this." 4 is like, "I loved it." Some things I didn't like, but, it was cool, I liked it. 3 is like, "Ugh, I watched it." It's like neutral, like, that's like a big neutral for me, I feel like. Like,
Yeah, I didn't feel neutral.
3 is like, "I watched it, I got notes." That's it.
Yeah,
Cross, I had no notes. Cross,
that's
I had
how
no notes at
that's
all.
how I felt about the first 3 episodes. That's why I
I
gave
mean,
them a 3.
Hijack. Yeah.
Hijack, yeah.
Hijack, I had, like, no notes at all, so it's like, yeah, that deserved that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I got nothing else. The only positive we could say here is that Paradise is out next week, so
I'm so excited. I
I
need schedule.
pray to the heavens that they do not disappoint me because
I
that's
d
another TV show that's in its now 2nd season.
I don't think Sterling K. Brown will let me down. I like how I said that. I don't think Sterling K. Brown will let me down. I feel
'Cause
like Sterling K. Brown as a just the last things that he's done, he's very, like he gotta make sure it's good for him to be on there, like, he has, like, a legacy to uphold, I feel like. Idris, uh, Idris don't care no more.
I don't know if I love Sterling K. Brown, amazing actor, uh, but I don't know if he thinks of it from a legacy standpoint. Because I did see a clip of him with his wife talking about
Mhm,
Paradise in terms of,
mhm.
like, because I think it's the same writer or creator of This Is Us, and he
Mm.
came up with the concept, and then he called Sterling and was like, "Hey, I think I have a show I want you to be the lead in," and
Okay.
Sterling thinks Sterling's another person who's never necessarily had a leading role. Everything that I've
Mhm.
seen him in,
Oh,
always a
yeah.
always
Yeah,
supporting,
100%.
so it's like, "Oh, yes, gotta, because what are the opportunities of this happening?"
Yeah,
So, it's like, again, this is another show. I thought season 1 was solid, like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like it
yeah.
didn't blow me out the way like other TV shows of the year.
Oh, yeah,
So
you
it's
had
like
higher ones. Paradise was a big one for me, especially that it's like shows can really get me if they have, like, this really good recap type of episode because they did the kinda same, like, what happened before, like, like, in Beast in Me, which I really love that, like, the flashback episode, like, I really
uh-huh.
love that. They had something very similar in Paradise too, which I thought was, like, a great episode. So, I think that's what really gets me when it comes to television shows sometimes.
I think for TV, it's like, is it compelling? And then 2, do you have my brain firing off in some sort of way? And
Mhm.
so I think Paradise did a decent job at both of those. It was
Yeah.
definitely way more compelling than do you have my brain firing off? Because it was
Yeah.
like, you already know the president's dead. So it's kind of like we're looking at all these different people to see who
Yeah.
possibly did it. So yeah. And then you have the whole apocalyptic, they're living in a dome sort of thing, which
Yeah.
take it or leave it. And the only reason why I'm being hesitant about season 2 is like now we're at the surface. That
Mhm.
means there's a level of ambition here. How does
Mhm.
the surface look? Is it as bad as we
Ooh.
seen it to be? Is it actually not that bad? Was it lies? So it's like
Yeah.
that's
Who are
where
the
you have the chance
survivors? Who are the survivors?
yeah, that's where you have the chance to kind of like fuck up. Cause I think it's the same issue with, well, not necessarily hijack to a certain extent, but I think it's the
Mm-mm.
same issue with Cross of like, or potential issue of Cross is being a little bit more ambitious. Like
I
before we
think
was really focused on DC and what was happening in DC.
now we're
Granted, you
everywhere.
can't, yeah, now we're everywhere. Now you're supposed to, one moment we're in Chicago, next
I
moment we're in
forget that we're
Texas.
like Cross is actually based in DC. Like, I forget that.
Right. Yeah. And I get it. Like, could you do another serial killer in DC? Like, that seems weird. But you probably could have, like, okay, we're not in DC. Maybe we go to Philly.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then we're stationed in Philly. Or maybe he picks up and moves to Philly or whatever the case may be. So
Something.
I think depending on what direction that they go with Paradise,
Yeah.
it could, make or
Yeah.
break it. Like, for me at least. I know
I'm excited.
Because Sterling K. Brown is an attractive black
I
man,
not even that he's attractive.
I do see that. Not from you, but I do see that from,
A lot of
like, the
people, yeah,
gen
they think he's attractive.
I mean, he is,
He's
but I
attractive
think there's
man.
also, like, with people sometimes, I'm not even gonna say it's a gender thing. With people
Yeah.
sometimes, they could be blinded about what it is that the person looks like and not
Yeah.
actually paying attention to everything that's involved. Like, is the
Yeah.
storytelling compelling? Like, the
Yeah.
things make sense? Like, we just pointed out, I'll just hodge with another one. He's an attractive guy, but
There we go. Everybody love some Idris.
listen, that Cross ain't it.
I mean, Hijack, yeah, Hijack. Aldous,
Hijack too.
Aldous.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
both of them.
I mean, yeah, they're both attractive black men, so yeah, that's true.
But it's like, shit ain't adding up. But so, I'm hoping that Paradise
I have high
meets
hopes. I have high hopes.
I hope it meets the quality of
I'm
show that it was in
scared.
season 1. I just
I'm
hope so.
scared. I know, I
I
know.
just hope so.
I feel like second seasons of any show is depending on I feel like depend on where you were on that first season can be very difficult because if you were, like, up here on your first season, you gotta keep soaring. 'Cause
Mhm.
if you go down, it's like, "Do I wanna see you back for the 3rd?" It's like your 2nd is like a make or break almost. If I do well, okay, we might be in the money. If I don't do well, will I get my viewers back for that 3rd season? Depending on how bad I did. Depending on how bad I did.
Yeah. I was trying to think of, like, shows that had, like,
A terrible
we
2nd season?
yeah.
People would like to argue The Wire had a terrible 2nd season. People would
I
like
won't
to
say it was
argue
terrible, I think it was just a different
From
people
that
weren't
first
ex
season.
they weren't
People
expecting that.
they
They
weren't
weren't
yeah, they definitely weren't expecting that storyline for the 2nd season, hence why we got back to the streets on the 3rd.
yeah, I think people were not expecting that because 'cause we're world building. We're used to
Mhm.
these characters in this environment. So then when you pivot, it's like, "Bro, what the fuck
And
is
it wasn't
going
like
on?"
they just added a different lane to it.
Right,
That was
right,
literally it,
right.
like, we were still getting our niggas in the
Yeah,
street,
yeah,
but we also had we were and that's why I love The Wire. I don't wanna get into why I love The Wire so much. It's basically because it adds every scenario in our society that we don't even think about, and the 2nd season is basically that. Anyways, whatever.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
wanna get into
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's, like you say, it's very hard, especially if you come out the gate on, like, doing really good
Yeah.
because you didn't love Severance season 2 as much as
Yeah, I
season
mean,
1.
to me, I probably need another rewatch of Severance myself because, again, I basically, like, did, like, a on my phone and watching at the same time for the 1st season and the 2nd season.
Uh,
So, it was like I just got the gist of where we were going with for the show. So, it was like, it's not terrible, but I can watch it. So, I just probably need to do another rewatch where I'm not on my phone, where I can, like, really grasp
uh,
where everybody was thinking, I guess, I don't know. But
yeah.
still a good show. I'll still watch it again. I'll be there for 3rd season, so.
We're definitely covering that on the pod. No negotiations there. Uh, but yeah, I think like you said, it's hard to keep that sort of momentum. Most shows are like there's very few shows that like fire from start to finish
Mhm,
or like the quality increases every
mhm.
season or whatever. Like Lost is definitely in that category of like great season
Homeland,
1. Homeland is also in that group.
yeah.
Um
Game of
Game
Thrones.
of Thrones. Even though I've been seeing a lot of people watching it and they're saying like season 1 was kind of slow. I
It
don't
was.
yeah.
It was.
But even that is
I've
like a
watched
jump.
season 1 multiple times. Like, yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
So it's like most shows like you do a jump and then it's like, okay, now we cooking with
Yeah,
gas. But
yeah, yeah,
can't really think of shows that's like, oh, okay, you were solid and it's like, no, die. Like,
yeah, yeah.
Yellow Jackets might be in there. Yellow I don't
Yeah.
remember season 2 as much,
Season
but
2 was actually still good. Season 3 is where it took a complete dive.
yeah. That's why it's still on my list. Like I haven't gone to
Yeah,
it because I'm like, y'all
yeah.
taking like 5 seasons to explain what the fuck happened.
I really love Yellow Jackets. I cannot wait till it returns. No return. Anyways, I can't wait till it returns. I can't wait till it
80
returns. I'm not diagnosed. I'm not diagnosed. That's not true. That's not true. But I am excited for Yellow Jackets to come back because I think this next season is the final season. And I think they need to wrap it up anyway because now we're just too many places. Like we're up here. We need to get
Yeah.
back to where we need to be. We need to be down here. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Which this is my final point before we get up out of here. I think did I bring this up on the pod already? I think I did. Somebody had tweeted about yes, I think I brought this up last week when we are covering Hijack. Somebody tweeted about how certain TV shows should just stay unlimited series and not have
Mhm.
multiple seasons. And yeah, I felt that way about Hijack. I felt that way about I'm trying to think of another show that I can't remember. But I felt that way about some several shows.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that I feel this way about Cross because it's like, okay, Cross is like
Yeah.
you know what's funny? And then not to get into another rant. Amazon don't really have shit that's like otherworldly. Like
Busted
they're
out the
kind
butt.
of like middle of the pack content.
They just wanna put out TV shows like everybody else is doing.
Right. But they're not like aiming, or at least for me, it doesn't feel like they're
They're not
aiming for
aiming for, like,
prestige.
something that's, like, groundbreaking, like, gotta watch, cult following. No, you're absolutely correct about that. I feel like they probably thought that was gonna happen with The Boys. I feel like The Boys is probably the furthest they've flown.
Yeah. And even the boys after a while are kind of like it's not horrible, but it's like the season be over and it's like,
Okay.
ain't that
Yeah.
much really happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I just thought about it because it's like you have Cross, and they're all kinda, like, also in a very specific not genre, they're all different genres, but they're all kind of, like, very specific types of shows. Because you have Cross, you
Mhm.
have Reacher, which is
That's the, like, the Game of Thrones type of show? Like,
no, it's
their
like,
version?
there was a Tom Cruise. I think it's also based off a book. It was a Tom Cruise did 2 movies where he's like this
Mhm.
former sergeant or whatever the fuck, army dude or whatever, but he
Yeah.
has like these special set of skills. He moves to like some small town, but then the small town gets like overrun by like corruption or whatever. So he uses his special set of skills to like get back at them. And so they turned that to a TV show with like this dude or whatever.
Okay.
It's like good background noise. It's not something where you're getting like
Yeah.
groundbreaking TV. But they have
Yeah.
Cross, they have Reacher, they have The Boys, which we've mentioned. I know Invincible is also big for them, but that's animated. But that's also another show that like
Mhm.
where what I think the season that comes out in a couple months is season 4. First season was really good. Season 2, eh, and then season 3 was also shaky as well.
Yeah.
Um, and then I don't watch Lord of the Rings, but I've seen split feedback on the TV show they have for Lord of the Rings. Like, they're not really
The only other show that I liked on there was Homecoming with, Janelle Monáe.
never watched it. Oh, what about Harlem? Harlem was on Amazon
No,
Prime.
like, Harlem, they did well on Harlem, like, also because, like, we don't get a lot of, like, Black
Uh-huh.
girlfriends type of shows, and that was, like, really, really it was cut short, though, I can tell you that much. It was cut short, but it was really good to watch while it was airing, so, yeah, you're right about that. That's
Yeah.
it.
But even Harlem, even though I
Yeah.
haven't watched, I don't think you would necessarily consider that like prestige TV.
No,
I
it's
don't
just
think
like
I don't even think that genre or that type of storytelling is ever considered
no.
prestige TV. Like
If it's not
prestige
a
TV,
drama
yeah,
if
it's
it's
like
not a
really
drama or
crazy
something
drama.
yeah, it
Like The
has to be a crazy
Sopranos,
drama, yeah.
Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, which
Yeah,
is
if it's not a
fantasy and
drama,
drama.
it's just
Yeah.
not gonna be on a prestige level, but for what it was, like, what they I guess we could call it like a, sitcom-ish,
Okay.
a sitcom-ish, for that, I love Harlem.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Amazon Prime is like middle of the pack because they
Yeah.
make a shit ton of money. So it's like
That's just the TV side.
yeah, it's like we'll throw a couple of dollars at it. Even though Fallout, which was big for them season 1, season 2 just finished airing. Eh,
Yeah,
eh,
yeah,
and that's a video game adaptation. So it's like
yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, Amazon Prime is they don't give a fuck because they got our money anyway. But
Like the
that's
ne
all we have. We have nothing else. Look, we even gave y'all probably an extra 10 minutes of content
That's crazy.
just stretching it because
We're
of
actually done with recording earlier than usual, and that's a
listen,
whole
man.
'nother thing.
Listen, man. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, like, comment, subscribe, follow us on socials, subscribe on YouTube. We appreciate everybody that's been tuning into the show. We appreciate all the commentary that we've been getting on social and YouTube as well. I always make time to try to respond to everybody. And if you leave anything negative, I will not respond and just find you because we don't got time for the bullshit. Okay. I'm trying to protect
And your piece?
my inner peace. I had to, lash out on strangers on the internet.
Oh
That's
god, no.
so beneath me.
So beneath you.
So beneath me. But yeah, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We will catch y'all next time for more content. Unfortunately, it's hijack and cross again. But we have paradise. So we can look forward to that.
Some other things. The pit's coming up. The pit is tomorrow, so there's
Oh
that.
yes, I was about to tell you that too. It's like, oh, we get to watch the pit tonight. Thank you, baby Jesus. Thank
That'll save you.
oh, and I was also thinking, like, you know what? I'm glad I could start True Blood again too, because I'm like, I need some more stuff.
I need to get
I need,
stimulated. I need to get stimulated,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And it's like, yes, I know. Just for this, well, I finished watching The Walking Dead or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
We'll cover the next 3 episodes next week. But like, I've already watched that multiple times, so it's not necessarily
Yeah.
stimulating for me. So it's like, okay, True Blood, something I have no information about, and
And I'm excited because that's the second seasoner, so
it's
I'm
gonna be
excited.
it's going to be elevated and there's stuff that I need to know and figure out what's going to happen. So it's like, all right, okay, I'm safe. I'm safe now. But we are out of here. No more ranting. Okay, bye.